Alright, how's it going, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think I got good sleep last night there, Mr. Unlucky. But let me turn down the music a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud. I guess what I'm trying to say is I could have woke up earlier and streamed a little bit earlier. And if I did, I think I'd be more of a zombie the guy. But yeah, lately I've been trying to do more morning streams. Trying to get out of doing evening streams. And as I say this, I'm actually planning on doing an evening stream tonight and a morning stream tomorrow. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing, I guess. I want to practice Unika. There's a good reason why I'm practicing Unika, and it's not because I'm doing a hard switch of characters. But rather, there is something going on this weekend. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Anyway, I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. You'll find out then. And me playing Unika might have a thing to do with it. But anyway, hope you're all doing well. Mr. Unlucky, thanks for dropping in so early. This isn't my typical streaming time in terms of like overall, how do you say? In terms of like on average what my streaming time is. Prior to this year, prior to the end of last year, I streamed like at 12 o'clock at night, midnight. This is where Mr. Unlucky knows of my stream, or was familiar with my stream at first. I streamed like at midnight to 4 a.m. in the morning. So there were quite long and degenerate times. Well, not long times, but it was quite a degenerate time. In terms of gaming, which is fine, but what I found was that I wasn't sleeping well. My mood during the day wasn't very affable. I wasn't as calm and collected as I'd like to be. So, switching streaming times in the morning. I don't stream as often, unfortunately, because it's sometimes I just want to value sleep over. Doing this. Not all the time, but sometimes I do. Most of the times, I mean, I should for my health. Yeah, not as often, and they're a little bit shorter, which is, yeah, been good for my daily alertness. But yeah, for those who don't know, my name's Nagai, your Guilty Gear OG-san. That's old man in Japanese. And today we'll be playing some Guilty Gear Strive. We got some Unika action. I want to show you guys what I'm working on in the lab. And we're going to be going online. I want to get Celestial. I think I have what it takes right now. And the background music you're hearing is from StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. Specifically the Terran themes. I just find that the Terran tracks work really well with Unika for some reason. She's like a space marine. And I grew up playing a lot of StarCraft. I would almost say StarCraft helped shape my critical thinking, cognitive ability, and also critical thinking and competitive drive. So yeah, StarCraft and Warcraft have a kind of a special place in my heart. The RTS versions of them, I think it was my wife who said, who asked me what came first, Warcraft 3 or World of Warcraft. And I was watching like Grubby, the streamer, and I love that streamer. I love watching him play. But she was watching me watch Grubby, and she's like, "Oh, cool! It's Warcraft, you know, orc versus human, or night elf or undead." And she was wondering what came first, Warcraft 3 or World of Warcraft. And to me, it's a no-brainer. You know, Warcraft 1, 2, and 3 came up before World of Warcraft. They started Warcraft, but I guess the general, if you don't know Blizzard, and you know you have all these friends who play World of Warcraft, you would think World of Warcraft is like the one that started it all, and then this RTS was like this side genre, this side game of Warcraft. You know, I could see why people think that. I'm just thinking also, let's just say if Street Fighter got popular in a different way, i.e. Fortnite. You know, it's fun to think that the actual fighting game, Street Fighter, was a spin-off of Chun-Li, you know, Chun-Li's adventures in Fortnite. You know, like it's sort of that fun energy, that fun thought process. But Mr. Unlucky says, yeah, I woke up early today, but I too be up at degen hours. Every once in a while I'll degen it, but it's out of productivity, and I should stop. Like if I get a good idea on how to make a video, then and I really want to see it to the end in one session, I combine those two words together, shedding. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Anyway, in one sitting, I wanted to just, you know, make a video, just do it. I would start a video like at 5 p.m. I get the idea at 5 p.m., script it, record it, cut it, and do editing for it, like add visuals to me talking. And I'd start at 5:30 p.m. and I would finish at 6 a.m. and sometimes I would work the next day, which is not healthy. I should not do that. But yeah, it's when I get a good idea, I just want to roll with it. I guess it's the same thing with games. I used to do that with I guess I did used to do this with Dark Souls games. Dark Souls was like the first series that I loved playing so much that I went into work sleep deprived, and it was okay. Like I was okay with that. In fact, I look back at it as a very nostalgic and a good time. Even though my work self probably hated my yesterday self, the prior self. It wasn't Dark Souls, it was Demon's Souls. That's I fondly remember just sitting in my apartment, and I was single at the time, sitting in my apartment, single, eating pizza, you know, locking into Demon's Souls from after work, which was like 7 p.m. to like 4 a.m. and I'd work the next day. Like those are the good times. I don't think I can do that anymore. It's Soul Bad Guy from Fortnite, exactly. And then Soul Bad Guy gets a game called Guilty Gear plus an anime. He's so popular. Mr. Unlucky also says, that's good. I'm fixing my sleep schedule too. The problem is that I can't get good sleep in years. So I've been taking melatonins. I know it can be unhealthy, but it was already unhealthy with how restless my sleeps were. Yeah, it's like the lesser demon, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. What I'm finding here, Mr. Unlucky, is that I've got I have a really hard time keeping asleep, I guess. I would wake up consistently after maybe 5 or 6 hours of sleep when I know I need maybe like 8 or 9 hours. I would always wake up no matter what. This has been happening for the last like 5 years. And I would, if I don't look at my phone, I can fall asleep pretty okay. But if I just like glance at my phone or just, take a walk to the washroom, then it's like another 30 minutes before I can fall asleep again. And where I originally planned on having 8 hours of sleep can easily turn into like 7 hours. So I don't know, I should probably talk to a doctor about this, to be honest. Or, maybe this is just normal and I just need to plan out better sleeping duration. Like maybe I should just make sure I have 9 or 10 hours set aside for me. But you know what? You know what screwed me up actually was mobile games. So I got into Final Fantasy Brave Exvius at some point in my life, and as you know, I don't think mobile games do it now, but you accumulate stamina or resources to use up for that play session, and then once you use up that stamina, you can't play until it's back to where it was, back to filling up, back to where it's filled up rather. So the amount of time it took for my account anyway in Brave Exvius to fill up all your stamina was about maybe 6, maybe 7 hours. So I'd wake up at 7 hours or 6 hours, play my game, and go back to sleep. And I think that messed me up. And I did that for like maybe a few months. But then again, prior to that, I would have the opposite problem where I just sleep 8 hours. I wake up and I'd feel like I didn't want to do anything in the day. I didn't want to I wasn't motivated. I wake up, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not looking forward to this day. But Brave Exvius, I woke up, I'm like, yo, I'm looking forward to this. Let's go. So, I mean, it helped me in one way, but it's like, I think it's, it like damaged me in another. There's gotta be a balance though. So I'm trying to figure that out right now, and I'll let you guys know how that happens. Yo, Alex Starfkin, how's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. If you're here for Guilty Gear, I will eventually play. In fact, we'll play pretty soon. I just like to yap at the beginning of my stream. Yo, Tanuki, how's it going? What's up? Hey man, sometimes you just get like that and lock the F in. That's right. I've been super good. So Tanuki says, I guess I should read it from here. Tanuki says, I've been super good sleep schedule wise the last few months. I've actually been sleeping at consistent times and waking up at consistent times. But since Unika dropped, I've actually ruined my life. I feel that. I feel that. Tanuki, I was gonna say Tanuki dropping. Unika dropping is kind of messing with my sleep too. So, but that's okay. That's okay. We're having fun. After tonight, I've decided I'm going to restrict my gaming hours again. I've divulged too much recently, and it makes me utterly unproductive. I will also, I think maybe after this weekend, I have a 3-day weekend. Well, and then we'll fix it a little bit. Mr. Unlucky says, I would just get a lot of sleep paralysis when I was in university. I chalk it up that it was because of stress, but it really effed me up bad. Now I don't get them as much, but still happens from time to time. Yeah, I get sleep paralysis too. And when I get sleep paralysis, like I can forcibly wake up for the most part, but I have to like use 110% of my willpower and effort. And by the time I struggle to wake up, when that happens, I'm like fully awake, and super dizzy. Yeah, it's not good. Usually what happens is I think there's like Freddy Krueger or something, or an alien just standing right there. I'm like, I gotta wake up so I can see them or, defend myself. And I struggle. And eventually I'm like, okay, yeah, they're not there. I wake up. But I guess in that state, I've learned to, or rather recently, I've learned to transform that, because it's a very vivid, lucid type of experience. And as fake as it is for some figure to be standing there during sleep paralysis, I try to, I do one or two things. I think I'm like a superhero, right? I'm like, and I grew up watching The Guyver, Bio-Boosted Armor Guyver. Look it up if you want. It's like an anime, ultra core. It's got a lot of violence, but like, you know, I'm like, I gotta turn to Guyver. All right, and then I was like, oda, even it's two different animes, and then like that feels fake, me doing that in my sleep paralysis, but also it feels, you know, the Freddy Krueger or I was gonna call him Jason Momoa. Jason from Friday the 13th is also fake. Jason Momoa is real, but he's not in my room. I guess that would be equally as frightening to have Jason Momoa in your room. Anyway, I'm just like, Guyver, transform, and then you know, they're all fake, and then I just reason with it in my head, and then I just kind of try to fall asleep. There's that, or if I'm lucky, I remember that I should try to fly. You know, I try to fly during those lucid moments where sleep paralysis. So when that happens, sometimes it doesn't work. But what helps me is that I imagine falling, the sensation of falling. Well, this sounds like I'm on something right now. But like, I guess it happens maybe once every 2 weeks for me, and so it's one of those things that you recognize that happens during the time, but as soon as it's done, you don't, like, I forget about it until it's brought up again. Anyway, so that's what I'm talking about right now. You know, thinking about falling is like, you know, S tier when you have a lucid dream, or like when you have sleep paralysis, because when that happens, then it turns into flying. Like, okay, now we're cooking. Anyway, Mr. Lucky says, honestly, it's funny. Like, I don't get scared of it anymore. Like, I see my paralysis solutions and I just be like, oh, not again, bro. Yeah. It happens when I'm really tired too. Like, if I have a very long day, very, very heavy day, physically and mentally, emotionally, and I'm at the cusp of falling asleep. And then as soon as my body is like, okay, you're ready to sleep, my mind is like, oh shit, there's Freddy Krueger right there. Or Jason Momoa is just around the corner. You gotta open your eyes. You gotta see this dude. And then I'm like, uh-oh. And it caught me kind of in between. Yeah, anyway. I don't know if anyone else experiences this, but I do. Anyway, alright, anyway, let's play some Guilty Gear. Jason Momoa is definitely not in Guilty Gear. Burn Taco, how's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. You know, my friend actually... Funny story. My friend actually bumped into Jason Momoa in Japan. It was like at a glasses store, I think, like a optometrist store. So he's getting a new prescription. Yeah, apparently Jason Momoa was there too. My buddy is like, he laughs when he like shares his story. My buddy was saying, "Hey, can I trouble you for a photo?" And Jason Momoa was like, "No." So maybe he is kind of scary. And then my buddy's friend wasn't there at the time, but she also saw Jason Momoa, and maybe independent of that interaction, she took a picture of him. Oh, but not like as a selfie or anything, just like at a distance, like paparazzi. Fish and Sands, how's it going? What's up? You guys ever meet anyone famous, like by passing or by whatever? I walked by Daigo, which honestly doesn't sound like a big deal, because if you go to a major, you're gonna be walking by Daigo. I walked by Daigo, and I had to do a double take outside of a fighting game event. Daigo Umehara. It was at Ueno Park. in Japan. So yeah, and both my wife and I did a double take. Like, was that Daigo? Oh, I mean, we're just people in the end, but like it was cool to see. It was cool to see Daigo. All right, so we have a few. Actually, just a couple things I'm gonna do before we jump into matches. I'm literally just gonna jump right into it with this. I've noticed something during my matches actually, where I would consistently, or rather, I landed this not consistently, but a few times. But I wasn't too sure on the conversion of how I should do this. So what am I doing here? I'm jumping forward after a throw, air dashing back with JS. This works mostly in the corner, so this is how I kind of start doing this, right? I do something like this. And, you know, I've noticed this actually hitting my opponent way more often than I was expecting. Whether it be from them mashing, or them doing a TP, or them just getting hit because it's a high. It works very consistently for some reason. Well, I mean, not consistent isn't the right word, but surprisingly, it opens up my opponent. So my next step, so this is how I lab, by the way. This is how I do my thing. I'll play some games. I'll notice a few things that have been working for me. Then I'll try to expand from it. For now, in the corner, this is what I have, right? Just like a wall break, like that. But we can do something better. We can do something way better than this. Let me show you. But before I do that, let me read some of this. My sleep paralysis is like having those dreams within a dream scenario, where I'd wake up, quote unquote, consistently, but I'd still be dreaming. But like at the same time, I'm aware it's happening and I can't feel my body move. But since I'm dreaming, my POV is moving. I don't know if that makes sense. That's like a out-of-world experience. It's like when Doctor Strange does the palm and then your spirit comes out and you're watching yourself. Sometimes I do that too. I'm not too sure if I explained it very well, but I feel like that's sort of what's happening there. Cheesky, how's it going? What's up? You couldn't do /low follow-up? That will always land, I think, at any range. Then coward gun dipper. You're actually... That's actually what I've been labbing up. We'll get to that in just a moment here, Tanuki. That's actually, first of all, good job on like picking up on that, but I'll show you that in just a sec here too. And you can do that, yes. But I was going to build up to that. So in the corner, instead of doing gun dipper, we can do... Like, one thing I don't like about this, is that it wall breaks before me wanting to potentially super if I could. So a better thing to do is same string if you want to do the high, and then we want to do a Kara DP. There we go. And this gives us an opportunity to do a super if you want it. Does pretty big damage for a corner high. I like it quite a bit. Now, I think there's a way to actually do... whatchamacallit? Do a charge, and then your super. Here, I can't seem to hit it. So let me know what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to try and do it. I've seen people do this on Twitter, but maybe this is not the right positioning. I'm not too sure. So you need to do the air dash back high. A little late, so that's too early. Okay. Oh shit! So I didn't get it out. Dr. Nine, how's it going? Is 5H faster than /? Oh, is that right? No way. Oh wait, we get pushed back quite a bit. Yeah, let's do the 2H. Good suggestion. Okay. No way. Is that true? Okay, we want the 2H, right? That'd be really sick if we can connect this. Oh, jeez. Okay, so a little bit too far for that. So we'll stick with the 2S, or the / for now. But I guess if you didn't want to cancel into... Yeah, if you didn't want to cancel into like a follow-up to charge your next move, I guess that's one thing that we can do. I kind of like that though. I like the 5H. But what can we do here to make the 5H work? Maybe just a gun dipper. But we lose the hard knockdown, I suppose. But there might be a setup within that in itself. We can look into that in a bit. But for now, I'm just gonna do far slash. Although I do like 5H if it hits faster, because I do have trouble consistently connecting that. The backwards air dash JS with the far slash. There we go. Jesus. Why is the recovery so... Why does it feel awkward to do a follow-up after that? Yeah, I can't do my charged super, but... Cheesecake? Okay, yeah, you got it. Says, I might have something for you. I tried labbing it. I don't know if it's a fake or tight timing. But in the corner, grab. You can do jump forward JP, JK, 2P. And it's a safe setup. It works 90% of the time, so I don't know. Okay, so 4 jump JP. Like a landing 2P. After corner grab, JP, JK. And then 2P. The meaty 2P. The 2P is meaty, but can also block reversals. It looks like you actually just need one aerial action to activate that landing lag or the landing recovery. So 2P seems to whiff, so we're not actually... Like if they DP, of course, like you can block the DP, but we're not actually making contact as we land. Yo, intimidating. How's it going? What's up? Thanks for the Unika Tech roundup. On getting back to Travis Magic. Hell yeah, thank you so much for saying that. Thanks for the kind words. I really helped that it hoped the turns have tabled. I really hope that it helped. Thanks for saying. I really appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'm hoping to make another video like it soon. I might go back to doing Dizzy stuff, but there's a few things I have in mind to add to that video or as a part 2. So hopefully we'll have something. So Cheesecake, maybe another thing is a TP is meaty but can block reversals if it hits mashing. Maybe a throw. So another way to add landing recovery is to throw in the air. There's like a lot of landing recovery though. Right. So 2P is meaty, but you can still block reversals. I wonder if you can throw this. Yeah, so this makes 2P meaty. I'm trying to throw and wake up, right? There we go. So it's hitting on frame 1. Or one of the active frames of 2P is hitting on, hitting between, whatever, I'm not too sure, but it's actually covering as they wake up, right? Now, but I don't think 2P recovers fast enough actually for a safe jab. Let me just double check here. I could be wrong. I want to be wrong in this case because I want you to be right. I want to see more cool, interesting OSs like safe jabs. So Unika's 2P. Unfortunately, we can't safe jab at 9 frames. So if we hit on the last active frame of 2P, that gives a total of 9 frames of recovery, quote unquote, right? 8 frames of recovery plus 1 frame active equals, of course, 9 frames, which happens to be the speed of the fastest DP, or the category of the fastest DPs, which is what Unika has. So 9 frame startup. So these moves hit on the 9th frame. So unfortunately, we can't quite get a safe jab as well as we can with like Venom or Kai. Those 2 characters have good safe jabs. So same thing with 5P. Yeah. So, but thanks for bringing that up here, Cheesecake. It's always good to look into those. It's always good to kind of like, fact check our tech. Maybe some of this other stuff. Okay, so what were we doing before? Again, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working on, and then I'll read some of the messages. All right. So this is our high, and then our low would be something like this. We just do something in the air, and then just drop down, do a 2S. That'll be our low. So Timidaving says, cool. Tried Dizzy since I played her in Rev 2, but I didn't really go all in with her in Strive, but it'd be nice to learn more stuff so I can be good with all the Kisuke family. Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, I do have more videos for Dizzy than any other character, actually. That's my main. Can you do 2S instead here? Yeah, maybe. Mysterious Emblem, how's it going? Oh, look at that, you can. You can do a Gun Dipper. Can you do a... Can you do... Oh, look at that. Oh, okay, but that doesn't reach. Yeah, maybe you walk a walk forward super. Shit. How do you do this? I'm gonna do the super, and then I'm gonna do the super motion, half circle back forward, and then I'm gonna Kara dash macro and slash so we can do a micro step forward. Did I do it? Nope. Can you do 2SS? Yeah, core circle 4K? You can actually. But the problem with that is that it breaks the wall automatically, and I kind of just want to leave some room for super if possible. There we go. We need a micro walk forward. Yo, Jimmy, how's it going? This is Jimmy. Okay, so the question is, how you doing, Jimmy? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for redeeming that. How fast is 2S compared to far slash? Because if far slash is much slower than 2S, I'd rather do 2S. So far slash is 12 frames start up, and then the 2S is 11 frames start up. So that one frame makes a big difference in this case, right? It means I can do this from a little bit of a higher height. There we go, 2S. Okay, I like that better. But we got to make sure we step forward a little bit. And then 5H is 10. I wish we had a better follow-up for 5H. Like, this is good if we can get into range. Yeah, you gotta walk. You don't even need to do a dash macro. I think you just need to walk forward a little bit. Oh. The dash macro might help me slow things down, though. Okay, so there's our high. You can always do 5H, 5H dash cancel. That's true. Let's try that. Just like apply pressure. Force the... Do a little bit of damage and force some block pressure. Alright, so that's in the corner. Mid-screen, though. Mid-screen, I think... I think far slash is the only button that reaches in this case. If we want to do the same setup. Right? We'll try the other buttons. The 2S doesn't reach. 5H doesn't reach. So we got to do far slash. This is a little... I wouldn't say a little bit more timing. This is quite a bit more timing. And what I've noticed is that I'd hit this, but I wouldn't know what to do as a follow-up. I don't know what to do to end the combo. Right, there's that whiffs. Right? And then we can go for the low. The low hits, okay. So we've established that Tanuki, actually, I mentioned that a little earlier. Tanuki is somewhat of a a genius when it comes to these things, you know. Figure this out beforehand, but I wanna show you guys what I thought up yesterday, and Tanuki just thought of right now, actually, which is, you know, maybe doing a Kara gun dipper here. Well, I'll show you what it looks like with no Kara. Let me read some of this. You couldn't do the same time JH to stay close to the opponent. I guess. Oh, JH just wouldn't reach from here, right? Or rather, JH won't come out. Won't come out if you do it too low to the ground. Try it. Oh my god. Yeah. For instance, jump slash JH. Yeah, anyway. I'll show you guys more of that later. Let's finish this thought process, this thought train. Oh god. So this is a little bit tougher. Got it. But I think it's worth doing. It's worth learning. So normally that doesn't reach. But if you do the gun dipper, the Kara gun dipper, it does reach. So gotta remember, after the follow-up, hold forward, dash macro and K. Like that. And we should get it. Yeah, the timing is a little bit tight. But I think if you're a Unika player, this is something that you wanna be doing, right? Because this is like, well, there's three things that are happening here. I'm doing a high-low, yes. I'm also doing a safe jump. So let me show you if I get a good recording. And I forget what point 3 is, but all right, let's test this out. Yeah, it's a safe jump. Oh, I promise you it is a safe jump. I don't know if I mashed that or what. Oh gosh, I can't DP and wake up. Huh. Maybe I'm recovering too fast. It is a safe jump though, isn't it? I'll do it right. So just to test it out. There you go. Why didn't it work on mid-screen though? Maybe I didn't have a good recording. Unika Tech on Pride Month. Let's go. Hell yeah. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Maybe you can try going for close or closer back S. RC to catch back patches. I forget. Sorry, I went ahead pretty far. Which situation would that be for your cheesecake? Sorry, I said it's a safe jump. That's number one. Number two, it is a mix-up. So instead of doing a air dash back JS here, you can just simply do a 2S. And when you count the frames, starting at the first point of visual difference, I believe the high hits on frame 19 and the low hits on frame 18. I'm gonna fact check myself in just a moment here. I did make a video. In fact, the video is on the pinned messages if you want to check it out. But I'll show you guys in just a moment here as well. Yeah, this is a little bit tougher to do. But if we can score both the high and the safe jump here, that'd be nice. That is nice. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should just RC this. It's tough. This definitely is not an easy thing to get consistent without practice. I guess you can always just do that too with no charge. Just go straight into a gun dipper. Okay, let's test the DP. There we go. I'll test. Maybe it's just this Unika DP that's unique. We'll test it out on a normal DP, quote unquote normal. Okay. You just make it whiff? Yeah. So against Grandpa's soul it works. Maybe Unika doesn't work? I noticed what. Okay, let's just take a look at it one more time. This is going with like just I don't know where am I getting hit here. So I'm not holding back enough for the hit stop. I think maybe I'm mashing. So I'm gonna pause it as soon as I DP. Yeah. Do I? So I did the DP. So this input up here is a DP. The other input is the is a recording. Huh? Oh, I think I'm getting hit on the later part of my mashing. So maybe I'm doing like far slash and I'm mashing into 2S. Maybe I gotta hold that, like just time that a little bit better. Wait, let's record it one more time. Messing on the timer right now, something like throw a sprint for half a second. There you go. So here's the high. And then I'll DP this. Beauty. I love it. Okay, so it's a safe jump. In my opinion, it's a high-low mix-up. Maybe other people might not think the same thing, but or is it my opinion or is it fact? I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little bit too modest there. But let me at least show you guys what it looks like if you count the frames. This is actually right out of my video here. I showed it on the corner throw. I didn't know you can do it mid-screen. So here we go. So after a throw in the corner, so on the right side is the high and the left side is the low. So it's hitting roughly around the same time right after the throw. But I'm gonna skip over to where I count the frames here so you guys can see what I'm talking about in terms of the first frame of visual difference. So again, after a throw, holding out forward, and you're at this point, if you backdash right here, okay, there you have the first frame of visual difference right there. So that's when it starts looking a little bit different. And I'm always curious to know when the high hits versus when the low hits at that point. Low hits on frame 18 and the high hits on frame 19. All right. You know, with that said, you can delay the low a little bit more to match the high. But at that point, you're probably grabbable, right? I do an aerial action on the left side here, the low side, just to add enough landing recovery so this 2S is hitting meaty. So the high is a safe jump, the low is not. So that's important to note here. All right, so I don't know. I'm sure there are people out there that will argue that it's not a mix-up for one reason or another. I can react to a 19 frame overhead or something like that. But I mean, it's been working for me. I played it. I used this several times in the last last few days, and it seemed to either actually open them up high or they're like mashing, or people just block, right? But blocking Unika isn't the worst thing, because when you get Unika on offense, if you're blocking against Unika, she can end off with a charged gun dipper, right? Which looks like it'd be unsafe, right? It looks like it's unsafe, but it's actually -3 on block. So there's a few things that we can do as Unika to kind of, you know, if you're on offense, there's a few things that you can do to deter them from like mashing at this point. One of them being, you know, just simply DPing, right? Yeah, RPS here is actual mental warfare. So if they try to like mash out with their fastest normal, they get DP'd. You can't cancel your DP in this version of the game, so it's kind of risky to do. It's a pretty hard read, but I feel like you should represent it every once in a while anyway. So you need to deter your opponent from pushing a button. It's like the nuclear launch button, right? Nuclear deterrence is what we're doing, right? We want to show them that we're not afraid to push that button so that they are forced to kind of work around it. So, I don't know. I maybe not doing it on the first interaction. Actually, you know what? Maybe doing it on the first interaction. You know, get it out of the way. Maybe they bait it out by not doing anything. And you get punished for it. But you show them that you're willing to do it. And that's enough mental damage, I think. There's that. There's another thing I'm working on, which is the backdash BRC. So if you backdash, you know, another way to be invincible right off the bat, you know, on frame 1 is to backdash. So I'm trying to get used to simply just backdashing the manual input back, because that makes it easier for me anyway to backdash and then BRC right back in. So we avoid the 2K, we avoid the fastest normal, which is what by the book is what you should do against a 3-frame disadvantage. Sorry, I didn't phrase that right, but you guys, I think you know what I mean. If the opponent ends on a 3-frame -3 ender, the by the book quote-unquote smart thing to do is mash your fastest normal that would reach your opponent, right? But backdashing kind of gets you out of that situation. I wonder if backdashing gets you out of DP. Sort of, yeah. So I mean, I can keep blocking there. Let's double check here. I don't think I'm catching the recovery of the backdash here. Yeah. So we can backdash to avoid a DP. Right. But if we have meter, we can do something even better, which is backdash and then BRC right back in. I always mess this up, by the way, in an actual match. So this is a good opportunity for me to practice this. Right. So now if they do a button, and I didn't time it right, but if they do a button, we can either punish them or get our turn back. Ideally, we want our turn back. So ideally, we want the punish, right? So if you do this right, I'm gonna try and do this. Yeah, it's hard. Oh, you know what I need to do? I gotta push forward. Ideally, you just want to tag him with a fast button. There you go. And then you can continue that 2K with a standing close slash, for instance. You can link that. But if we're not getting it consistently, a faster thing to punish with, if we get that punish window, is with a throw. Right. So if they do something like a 2K, yeah, we get the punish there. So I'll 2K and I'll do the thing that avoids throws, which is up back, and I get punished. So something I'm working on, I'd like to be better at this, especially by tomorrow. Now, and then we'll go over the counterplay in just a sec here. So Tanuki says, if you do this and you DP, I swear you can just feel the pain from the other player. Yeah, it's a good knowledge check too. Although at this point, I think most players nowadays will know that's what Unikas do. 100%. Once you get them to sit still, it can be really scary. Yeah, then you can like really just kind of roll all over your opponent with broken offense. You know, by broken I mean like not real very offense that has a lot of gaps that, you know, basically your greedy offense. Greedy offense is probably a good term for it. I think most characters you'd be okay there on DP, but not all. Cheesecake says, I got it. After grabbing the corner, just do forward jump, punch, instant air dash JH. It catches both 2P. Oh, okay, safe on DP. You know, I didn't test any of this out on 6P actually. That's a good point. That could be very bad for me. Very bad for this setup. If 6P works here, forget what I said. Forget the beginning part of the stream. Oh, okay. You know what? Don't show anybody this. All right. So then maybe the backwards JS would be good here. Okay. Thanks for exposing that. Actually, how do you make this JS or JH work though? Are you doing it right away? A lot of people aren't realizing that at the moment that there's actually many ways you can jump out of it. That's true. With JP and then backdash JH. Yeah, I think I'm not getting the meaty. I'm not getting the JH to hit meaty. Let me know what I'm doing wrong here. Okay, I'll still be doing this. I still think this is worth doing. Although, yeah, 6P. Oh, wait a second, though. Wait a second. Okay. Mid-screen is like kind of godlike. You punish the 6P. Okay, this is good again. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, I got the mid-screen one, but then Cheesecake is cooking up the corner one. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's so cool. Let me know. Yeah, let me know. Can you record it, Cheesecake? And maybe I might just not be reading very well today. Okay. So we want to do the backdash BRC. Let me. Okay, so on my video and on my past streams, I've been showing that we could do something like this. We can comment trial. Okay, sounds good. So after close slash, or sorry, after a throw or hard knockdown, you close slash, and you jump in with a JH, and this is a safe jump, right? Right, there you go. I showed the safe jump, and it can also work as a fuzzy. So let's just see the fuzzy. So let's do that one more time. There we go. You see the fuzzy. But the problem with the JH is that sometimes I actually whiff on the second. For some reason, I whiff on the second JH, or I don't time the JH properly, and I just totally whiff. Do something like that, right? And especially, this happens especially when I'm trying like OS. So that wasn't a proper OS because the JH didn't make contact. Right. Trying to do a DPOS. It's not working. Or at least it's not easy to do. So I'll do the, there we go. I did the fuzzy. And I'm gonna test the, I'm gonna DP on wake up right now and test if I did a DPOS. DP on player 2 side. There you go. So I did it. It's not the easiest thing to do. And I think it's because of this JH coming down. I was thinking, couldn't I just do a JS on the way down? It's a little bit faster. I can do it a little bit sooner, I believe. So if I mess up the timing, we'll still hit. And it should be the same attack level? Question mark? Oh, maybe not. Hold up. There it is. I can do it from a little bit higher. Oh, but it doesn't always hit. But I still think you can, if you want, you can just you can safe jump with it. In this case, yeah. So instead of, I feel that maybe I should just JS instead of a JH here. Again, more often than not, I mess up that JH timing, and it's hard to mess up this JS timing because you can do it from a little higher, and I believe your block string is still intact. So if I block the first hit, I'm gonna hold up back, and I didn't get hit, which tells me that there's no gap there. Right. This might be easier to get the safe jump off of here. Anyway, just something I've been working on anyway. Gun Dipper is also a 60 frame startup, so you can grab it as well in many strings. No way. Yo, Raspberry, how's it going? What's up? How you doing, man? Raspberry, I was on CBC radio yesterday, talking about games. This the Nintendo Switch 2 release. Alright, we'll play some games now. Let's do this. I guess that's not just for Raspberry. I guess that's like for everyone, I guess. If you guys know what the CBC radio is. Yeah, I was on the radio. I was hella nervous though, so I did give it a good listen to yesterday. So again, for everyone who's just listening in and they don't know about this, the local radio asked me if I want, asked the community if they wanted to talk about the Switch 2, if there are any quote-unquote gamers in the community. So I was referred to that. I was recommended. And they got me to talk in the radio yesterday at 7:15 in the morning about the Switch 2. And it was also an opportunity to kind of showcase people in the community, I suppose. So I talked about like quote-unquote pro gaming. They introduced me as a pro gamer, local pro gamer, professional gamer, they said. Although I am nowhere near where I'd want to be a pro gamer. No, I don't consider myself that. I made that clear too on the interview. It's like, no, I'm not pro. Some people might consider me playing at a professional level. I mean, I guess I do make money, but not very much. But as a player, someone who always wants to improve, I can't consider myself a pro player. I told them that. Although I said it more eloquently now than I did on the radio. On the radio, there's a lot more ums and ahs. So at some point, I'll probably show you guys what the interview was. But there's a lot of references to my actual workplace because it's a local radio station for the CBC. So we talk a lot about our hometown. I don't want to get myself in trouble. So if anything, I'll edit some of the local stuff out. But it might give me an opportunity to like edit a lot of ums and ahs and stuff. Dude, I did the whole thing. You know when you like when you leave a restaurant like you get takeout and they're like, "Yeah, have a good one." And then if you're not thinking, you're like, you say the same thing, right? Oh yeah, you too you also have a good one. But then that makes no sense. And it's like awkward. You leave and you're like, oh man, that's so cringe. I did the same thing on radio, so we can edit that out. Sid, how's it going? He's a pro gamer. Don't let him fool you. Best gamer in town I've seen, I'd argue. Yeah, enjoy your food. Yeah, you too. I literally said that. Or the equivalent of that. Oh man, it was a thing. Oh, I should do a DP or whatever. Woo! Oh yeah, you got it. 287414. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so we're gonna edit that part out, I guess, and other parts too. I definitely said something about labbing, and she was like, "What is labbing? Explain to everyone what labbing is." I'm like, "Ah, shit!" So, I think I did a good job on that, though. There we go. She asked me if the switch is, you know, helps in competition, basically, and I explained that. Yeah, the switch, you know, because we live in a rural area, like there's a lot of layovers and travel time, so the switch kind of really helps occupy time in that regards. But you know, I mentioned Guilty Gear. I said my game, Guilty Gear Strive, just came out on the Switch, so it helps me practice, train, do some labbing before a competition, so I'm all warmed up. And she's like, "What is this labbing?" What is labbing? Oh, I tried to DP. Or, not DP. I tried to backdash. How do I explain what is labbing? I forget. I definitely said, labbing here. That is a colloquial term. That is a term used in the fighting game sphere to mean, how do I explain it? It's like practicing your combos, I said, which honestly, that's like not the right answer, because like, what is combos? I mentioned it's like practicing your foul shots in basketball, and you want to do 10. If you want to perfect your foul shot accuracy, so you want to make sure that you do 10 out of 10 foul shots, you know, so you're ready, you're all warmed up. That is what labbing is. As one example, I also said sometimes your opponent does these moves that you need to make sure you're ready for. So the labbing is getting ready for that, basically. I don't know, how'd I do, guys? Sips on the lab coat, glad you asked. It's not bad. Yeah. You found the interview? Oh no, Raspberry. Okay, please don't share it though, because I need to. There's a lot of references to my hometown. Nice. God damn it, I already got doxxed. Yeah, check it out, Raspberry. I was gonna link it to you. Not a bad analogy. Yeah, you'll see me like. Okay, so here's the thing. I think it was horrible. I'm like, oh my god. I was so cringe. I can't believe. I was happy that I did it. But everyone who listened to it, everyone who listened to it gave me some really good feedback. Like, oh, it was really good. In fact, an old lady came by the pharmacy just yesterday. Was like, and she was like the only person who'd acknowledged it at all. Only person. Oopsies. Like, I was pretty proud that day that I did it. But no one listened to it. It's like at 7:15 in the morning. Hold up. Let me do this. I need to focus. I don't want to lose here. very similar characters actually, except she's got a little bit more range. Okay, let's go. Whew. I'll complete that thought in just a moment here. Gun dipper. Okay, did I commit to a grab though? I did. Look at me. Oh, okay. There we go. What was I talking about? So Wanderer Tanuki said it's hard to talk about things we're really into and knowledge of people who aren't necessarily the same way inclined, both in person and listening on the radio. Dude, I was so nervous there, Raspberry. I did mention Sidious though. Yeah, she's very professional. She was so good at her job. It was very inspirational. Like she would be the only one in the office. She let me in while doing like the CBC broadcast, and was also like chit-chatting between like being professional, like going on live and oh shit, that's too laggy, I think. Going on live and on their commercial breaks. You do sound hella nervous in the interview. All right, like I mentioned, everyone seemed to say they enjoyed the interview. They thought the interview was really good. My wife said that she was like, oh yeah, it was great, but well, not but it was great. She could sense that I was nervous because I was like, she knows me. But yeah, anyway, this one lady, oopsies, my cam just broke. Mr. Sama, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. One lady, is this the same Alpha? I think people who don't know you wouldn't realize it very much. Okay, yeah, people who know me probably realize that I was really nervous, but yeah, no one even mentioned it until later in my shift. It was like this one old lady was like, "Oh, I heard you on the radio. It was really good." I'm like, "You really thought so? That's awesome." And she like made my day because up to that point, I didn't have a really good work day. Yeah, I'll fix the camera. Oh, a different Alpha. Yeah, so that was nice. Alright, let's do this. 6p, nice. We'll fix the camera after this. Excuse me, we're okay. I'm gonna BRC in. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Let's go. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, Raspberry, I brought my GoPro, my Instago 360 actually, and I asked if I could record, and she said that's fine. So what I'm gonna do, I'll probably just cut a video saying how the CBC got me to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 or something like that. And I'll cut out the ending where I say, have a nice day. You too. Or, you know, whatever. Enjoy your meal. You too. I definitely had a good laugh listening to it just yesterday. I wish I could show it to you guys, but I don't wanna like dox. You know, she mentions my workplace. Nice block. Okay. Oh. Can't let people know you work for Umbrella. That's right. Well, let me just fix my camera real quick. Is it working now? No. Huh? It's not working. Oh, there we go. In between rounds, I'll activate it. Oh shit. Okay, that works. There we go. Love it. Yeah, I should kill it, right? Alright, let's go. Rasper, when you get to the end, let me know. So you can hear my enjoy your food, you too moment. Dude, I laughed so much last night from that. I might just leave that in if I make a video. That seemed like a very strong alpha player from the second game. Yo, the Holy Dunsparce, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, the vibe I got from the second game was that the alpha was actually with that burst fate was very like maybe it was a celestial alpha demon. Very strong alpha. Okay, let's walk back. Far slash, eh? Can you hear me, DP? Where's that? There we go. Not today, Grandpa. Shit. Let's go. Oh shit. Do it again. Let's go. Uh-oh. Side switch. I saw him do the motions too. Okay. Oh, I'm not okay. Oh, what a burst. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I mean, I have a DP. I have a DP. They'd be ready for something like that. Okay, that should kill me. Nice. My gold burst. I should have just used it for like a blue burst. Too much Dizzy. Too much characters that I don't have a DP with. Oh shit. Try something new. Alright. So no, I shouldn't push buttons after that gun flame. Definitely not my turn. Okay. Oh! Shit. Alright. Smooth ass transition from explaining laughing to catch my stream, I'll be laughing. You like how I used the word laughing throughout the interview? Oh. That's the first thing. Oh shit! Oh, it's so fast. Okay. Let's dash forward. Dash forward and did a 2K. I guess I should do the other move, Mikhail's sword. I don't do that very often. Nice XP. Uh-oh. Positioning? Let's go. Oh, you thought it was a good interview, Rasper? You're not just saying that because you're my friend? Okay, thank you. Oh, big damage. Okay, maybe I showed that a little bit too much. Oh! Nice. Cut the backdash. Wander Tanuki says, I tend to use that on block a lot just to switch things up. If they're mashing, it's more damage in the corner. Alright guys, a lot to learn here. I need to get out of floor 10. I need to get into the Celestial ranked matches. Alright, it's all good. I think you laugh at some things that people know you're very well. So Rasper said, sorry, I think you laugh at some things if people know you very well. That goblin laugh at the end. But to any average listener, you sound good and professional. Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, I was thinking that, you know, how many people listen to the radio in the morning anyway? I mean, there's got to be like a good audience for it. I mean, if that old lady listened to it, who said nice things at the pharmacy. But there are times probably where I'm streaming, I probably have more people watching me, especially after a big raid. So there really wasn't a reason for me to be nervous. I guess I was nervous about trying to explain what I do. If anything, you know what I mean? And also sounding like not a total degenerate. I want to be a good representative for games. Let me tell you, I ain't no like Maximilian, you know? You know? I wasn't sounding like Sajam or Maximilian there. Oh. But yeah, thanks for the input, the Raspberry. I'll edit it. I'll edit out like the local stuff, and then I'll probably put it on YouTube or something. The goblin laugh at the end. Oh, my bad. It's okay. I'm not dizzy. I can still win. I mean, I'm not gonna completely get steamrolled. Here we go. Shit. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna run in and close slash. Shit. Why does that always work? That always happens to me for some reason. BRCN? Okay. If I didn't PRC that, could have killed. Nice. That was good. PRCN. Okay. I probably should do something a little bit more than just 2K2D. Oh, what the? Uh-oh. disconnect or just bad connection? I'll let you guys decide. Disconnect, bad connection, rage quit, not too sure. I'm gonna go with give him the benefit of the doubt because I don't think anyone actually DC's on floor 10. Ain't no way. Oh, excuse me. Any average listener, hey? Oh yeah, actually Raspberry, if you're still there, how does it sound if you are someone who plays fighting games? Alright, we got Eno here. Oh, pretty good connection, not bad. I've seen worse, I've seen better. But this is almost as good as it gets from where I'm from. Alright, here we go. There's a 2K. Oh shit. I got better at that. I gotta get better at the backdash and forward dash. I backdash and forward BRC. I just need to slow down on my BRC, I think. Okay. That's gonna kill. Okay. All right. Let's be a little aggressive. Okay, good conversion. Shit, I could have definitely killed her. Micro dash forward, block. Oh. Shit, I did a dizzy thing. Nice block. Very clutch. Oh boy. I think they're gonna want to bait up my DP. JSav, how's it going, man? What's up? How you doing? Okay, we got burst though. Okay, a little tricky thing there. Oh, yeah, dug my own grave there. I should be okay still. Oh no! For some reason in my head, I thought I can either blast that note out of the air, or I thought it'd go away on block. Yeah, I'm playing a little bit Unika. Probably not. And I'll probably stop after this weekend, maybe. We'll see. But I'm just getting used to her. Just for a little bit. But we'll be back to playing Dizzy soon. Okay. Yeah. How are you finding Unika? Oh shit! Oh! I was afraid of RCing. That was fun. Good thing I didn't RC. She's fun. I'm not sure about her actual strength. Yeah, I think I've seen some top players say that she's not strong or something like that. But that's coming from somebody who is playing like a top tier. I shouldn't have bursted that actually. Not that their opinion is wrong or anything like that, but it's rather like an opinion of like how she works at maximum from someone who plays at maximum efficiency or maximum like a, you know, does the character's strength, does this character's strength match the strength of like another character that is consistently top tier or like taking tournaments, that sort of thing. I should stop talking. I should start playing. Oh, wait. And I guess their opinion was that, yeah, Unika doesn't work as consistently. But I don't know. I mean, I play Dizzy, so she feels really strong to me. But I feel like she feels a lot like Beatrix, actually. Beatrix from Granblue vs. Rising. Yeah, we'll see. This character's only been out for like a week and a half, right? So I'm also not too sure about her actual strength, although I don't play at that high level. Jimmy Beast, is it the same, you know? Oh, better connection, maybe not. Yeah, it gives me Bia vibes. Reminds me a lot of Beatrix. Alright, so maybe not DP as often. Not bad, just doing damage from here, if I can. Oh shit, okay, a little bit too ambitious. I'm definitely... She's a lot of fun to play, if anything. I think she can compete at a high level for sure. I think so too. I mean, if Daori Ino can make Ino work, anything can happen. Not saying Ino is a bad character, but I mean, I'm sure that same player, I forget who it was, the same player who said that Unika, isn't strong. Who plays around with it, I think, right? A character that does really well, or relatively well in tournaments. Well, might say the same thing about Ino. But then you have like monsters like Daori Ino, doing their thing. Oh, I shouldn't do that. Oh, I didn't cancel that to anything. Oh shit. Yeah, there'll be character loyalists or two that can take her far. Hell yeah, absolutely. You just gotta find that. You have to find that player who's willing to do that, right? If said character is that bad, Oh shit. Just showed us so there's gonna be kind of fundies requirement. Alright, I think I need to figure this out. Oh, I wonder how plus my close slash is. Nice. Double jump super. Safe jump. Okay, closest is +1. Okay, roger that. Thank you. Trying to do something new there, but it's not quite working. Shit. Uh-oh. Oh no! Alright, nice. Okay. Okay, I totally guessed on that. Although I was guessing on a stroke the big tree. Gonna do it again. Shit. Alright. Gonna BRCN? Oh my god, that almost didn't work. You know what? I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. But we'll be playing Dizzy back again soon. Just taking a little bit of a break to play Unika. There is a event happening tomorrow that I'm not too sure if I'm allowed to say, but I'll say this. I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. So and I'll be playing Unika. But after that, I might make a video or two, maybe. But I do want to go back to playing Dizzy. Who knows how that'll turn out? You know, Dizzy ain't got no gun dipper. He doesn't have a DP. It sounds like a Unika only bracket. Maybe, yeah. I cannot confirm or deny. But I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Nintendo player. Yeah, I'll play this. I'll play Nintendo player again. They were a very strong soul. I do feel like Nintendo player here is much better than a floor 10 soul. NDA. Maybe. I don't know what you're talking about. Why isn't the Nintendo player under crossplay? I don't think you can play the Switch version on like a regular network. You never go full Nintendo, so Sappy? I wonder... By the way, Sappy, hope you're doing well. What's up? I wonder if the Switch 2 plays it any better. You know? Can you play Switch 1? You can play Switch 1 games on Switch 2, right? I should test it out. I actually bought a Switch 2 yesterday. Wait, what? No, I think I mismatched my button. That should be a plus on my turn. Yeah, you can't switch crossplay. Switch is like its own network. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you as well. That actually could have got me. Let's try this again. Yeah, doing very well. I have a 3-day weekend. Okay, so I can't tell you. I don't think I can tell you why I'm streaming tomorrow morning. But I will be. I'll be playing Unika. But at some point this weekend, I'll be doing a Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy VII pack opening stream. I'll be spending about $700 on packs. And I'll be opening them up on stream, and we can determine whether I got my money's worth. Nice. MTG play. I don't actually play MTG. I do, however, like not Magic the Gathering. I do, however, like Final Fantasy. Yeah, the crossover got me. That's right. My wedding actually was a Final Fantasy themed wedding, so my wife and I had to get the cards. Like, we're forced to get the cards. Oh, shit. Is that gonna kill? Yeah. So I'm doing the backdash BRC, but the BRC is going backwards. I need to go forwards. So backdash and then hold forward, dash macro RC. That's what I gotta do. I need to get a Terra, a full art foil Terra. That's what I want. Oh, okay, that was good. Oh no! Oh, okay. Do I burst? Nah. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Woo! Cockatrice? What's that? Is that a collab card? Oh. Ordered myself. Shit! Good punish. Woo! Okay, so Cockatrice, a little annoying compared to the other clients though, since you have to know the MTG rules. It's a card game client that people used to play MTG with each other without basically having to buy. Oh, okay. I remember there was something like that for Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. Forget what it's called. I used to be into Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, this is 25 years ago. 25 years ago? Yeah, like 23, 24 years ago. Ocean Kai? Let's go. People do play Yu-Gi-Oh on it as well. I wonder what it was before. Maybe it was the same program as it was before. But yeah, you didn't have to buy the cards. You just kind of... It was just a client. Okay, let's go. Oh! Hitbox moment. That was a good fake out. I just remember that when I'm playing Testament, gun dipper, stun dipper type attacks are very hard to deal with. So I shouldn't do it all the time, but I should do it enough. Okay, no worries.
Thank you, Ken.
Yo, Germ Jam, thank you so much for the follow. How you doing? Ohio negaimasu. Ohio gozaimasu. O genki desu ka? Hope you're doing well. What is the laser interaction with Grave Reaper? That's a good question. I feel laser beats Grave Reaper, like the extended projectile part. Recently saw your trip to Japan. It was very good. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll be going again in January, so there'll be a part 2 sometime down the road. This time I'll be playing on the Nintendo Switch probably. I'll see if that works, and I'll try to check out a internet cafe. Can you play Guilty Gear in Japan on the Nintendo Switch? Tune in to find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Something like that. Let's go. Maybe you'll find more places to play Guilty Gear. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I have more footage though. I'm trying to cut a video that is about where to find merch in Japan, like where to find Guilty Gear merch. I'll tell you now, there isn't a lot of places where you can buy Guilty Gear merch specifically, but I can at least point out a few places. So it's not going to be that big of a video. There's a lot of Nikkei merch. There's a lot of mobile gaming merch, if anything, but not a whole lot in terms of Guilty Gear. That's okay. Oh, can't believe that worked. Why did I do that? Oh, I bet there's a way to kill there. I could have just OTG'd actually. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate the kind comments. Oh, nice bait. I'll do it again though. my Totsugeki. Let's do it. Woo! I'll try to head out of Tokyo as well. I'm thinking I'm going to Kanazawa, but I feel like I'm not gonna find Guilty Gear in Kanazawa. So that's a great opportunity to bring a Switch and like determine whether you can play Guilty Gear on the Switch in Japan. Like how viable is it? Traveler's Guide, of course. I'm sure there's people from Japan who watch that or who stumble across that video and they're like, yo, you're just playing Guilty Gear, you know? You can just do it anywhere. Whatever, it's just home. Yo, Kagebu VT, how's it going? Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? Unika gameplay? Hell yeah. I'm gooning out right now. I'm not gooning out. Kagebu, hope you're doing well. How's it going? How's your stream? Thank you so much for the raid. Very kind of you to entrust me with your community, as they say, right? Really appreciate it. Oh, it was fun to play Portal 1? Hell yeah. It's been a long time since I played that game. Uh-oh. First time for me. Did you play with anybody? Like a co-op mode or just by yourself? I played that game co-op with my wife back in the day. I don't know if that's worth it actually. Huh. But it's cool. Woo! Special beam cannon. Did you finish Portal 1 there, Kagi? Oh yeah. How long did it take you to finish? I feel like that game takes like yeah, I think it's got a good length to it, like for a streaming game. While crying blood, nearly 4 hours. Yeah, that's a good amount of time. Oh shit. Did you find out whether the cake was real or not? Is that the meme? Yeah, my wife liked that game so much. I remember one of the presents I got her when we were first dating was a whatchamacallit, one of them, the gun turns, like a, what do you call them? It's like a plushy gun turn, and like you walk past it and it like talks to you. I got it from Think Geek back in the day. Woo! Yeah, the turrets. It's just it's like a plushie that's like this big, and then you walk past it and it's like, I forget what the turrets say. You know, you have 10 seconds to comply. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me give you a shout out here real quick. There we go. Yeah, I hope you're having a good morning. Of course. If I ever forget to shout out somebody, it's not because I'm trying not to help people, but it's because I just forget. Finally reached Slush on GG. Hell yeah. Which character? Good job. I'm trying to hit Celestia with Unika. Oh, and so is my opponent. P. Abba? Nice. I want to main Unika. Yeah, my main is Dizzy, but I'll be playing Unika today, tomorrow, for an event I'm not sure I'm allowed to talk about. Maybe there isn't an event. But we'll be playing Unika. I'll be streaming again tomorrow morning. Probably like at 9. So we're doing some Unika gameplay. And at some point we'll be doing opening magic packs. Because I bought a bunch of, or I'll be buying a bunch of Final Fantasy themed Magic the Gathering cards. That's gonna be fun. Woo, let's go. They have those? Yeah, the collab just came out actually. Release date is today. I think I can kill here. Yeah, the release date is today. So they're very expensive though. I bought them because I really like Final Fantasy, and I'm not that big into MTG, but I like Final Fantasy a lot. Final Fantasy, like my wedding actually was Final Fantasy themed, so my wife and I really like Final Fantasy. Alright, it's okay. I want to BRCN. Shit. Okay, nice. I guess I should lock in here. Alright, sounds good, the Kegi. Once again, thanks so much for the raid. Okay. Whew. Not over yet. Shit. No. What am I doing? Oh shit, not enough meter. You're seeing? Okay, let's go. Your just be a DP? Like in a safe jump situation? Or just straight up beat it? Maybe it was in between the 2 hits of the DP. Oh! The Kaikise special. Maybe a rollback situation? Yo, that sounded like Castlevania Symphony of Night. When the two S's collided. Was it worth it? Okay, let's go. Oh, that's a lot of damage. At least I'll try to force the burst. There you go. That's what I want. Maybe we can try to win now. Shit. Okay, let's go. I definitely did a Hail Mary pray. Hail Mary pray there? Hail Mary play there. Hail Mary pray works as well. Okay. What do we have? No pro? Hail Mary, full of grace. Alright, who we got? Marvello Reloaded? Is this Marvello, actually? Oh, no. Alright, no worries. Marvello on our Celestial Challenge. Hey, I wasn't the one who said no to that one. I said yes. But the connection was probably real bad for Marvello. If that was Marvello. Hey man, if I was playing for points as well, or whatever, you know, I wouldn't want to play a very, very lagged Unika. Was it actually Marvello? Oh, hell yeah. There's a lot of Unikas. Well, wouldn't mind playing and practicing against Unikas. Penicillin. Take it on an empty stomach. Unless it makes your stomach upset, then you take it with food, usually 3 times a day for 7 days. Take it until all finished. Can increase the risk of diarrhea. Make sure you're well hydrated. Alright, let's go. SDP. Monkey see, monkey do. Shit. Dude. Alright. Just didn't burst, which is what I want to make sure I didn't do. Burst there though. shoot. I was gonna say I wanted to play this round as long as possible so I can get my burst back. That didn't pan out. Oh no. Okay. Alright, this is good practice. That's one. Depends on the matchup. That's true. How do you lose that? You're right. I should know it. There it is. TP. Oh, nice clash. It's because I'm not at work, Raspberry. I need a... My penicillin matchup is better when I'm on the job. Okay. But we adapt. That's actually not bad. Shit! Oh! Alright. That was good. I'm learning that that's actually a good option. Gunruda. Oh, no, nice. They're trying to do a fuzzy. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Thinking the same thing. I had to use a burst though, so not the best. Okay, there's their burst. Is that gonna kill? I think it might kill. Yeah. Nice, nice. GG's. Oh, I avoided a lot of situations with a backdash, but it got me into other situations that I got caught on. So okay, so cancel into Gunruda, hey? Okay, that's... I was wondering what we do against people who DP. And that's what you do, as I learned. Okay. Alright, GG's. Maybe I save this for DMs, but how's Caleb doing these days? I reach out to him whenever something Elden Ring comes up, but he never answers. He's doing pretty good. If it's not space, you lose to DP. Okay, yeah, Space Garuda. Caleb's doing well. You know what? More Unica. We need this. Okay, let's go. Learned that from my last matchup. 5H round start. Seems pretty good.
Thank you kindly.
Yo, My Hero Macadamia. How's it going? Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're well. Are you watching Vigilantes? I like My Hero Vigilantes quite a bit. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that unless I have a big damage combo. That should be power cancel. Albert, sure. Oh yeah, that's gonna kill for sure, unless they drop it. Oh no! You know, kind of feels like Kai and Goldlewis put together. Yeah, she like, I guess she holds her, the weight of her sword definitely feels like that coffin, now that you mention it. I can see that. That jump, yeah, the Gold Lewis jump arc for sure. A little bit between a regular character and Gold Lewis. No oppressive JD, thankfully. Yeah, thankfully. I should try to use the Gunruda. And block pressure anyway. Who needs Mega Fist? There we go. That's up for JD if you're playing Gold Lewis. Woo! Big hit. The Murakami Blade. Alright, let's VRCN. And let's not burst. Unless we're gonna win. Alright, no burst. Whew. I mean, I guess Unika's JH is kind of like the JD, but not really. Gold Lewis JD. I feel like you can 6-speed that pretty easy though. DP. Can't RC that. Forgot. This kills. This kills. It's like super charged up. Enhanced super. Catching that JH a lot. Nice XP. Yeah, the Unika JH is kind of like Gold Lewis's, where it crosses up or has like a hitbox behind itself. Oof. Zoltrog. Zoltrog? Is that like free Ren? I only know one spell, and it kills demons. Zoltrog! And I can cast it many, many times. Zoltrak, that's right. Zoltrog. Oh. Man, can't wait for season 2 free Ren. Same here. There's a lot of good shows that are coming up. Free Ren. Delicious and Dungeon. Lots of good stuff. Yeah. Oh, I could have done more damage. I got Jinx, that's right. Oh, what am I doing? I definitely didn't need a BRC that. You owe me a soda? You got it. We need way more. We need more Way of the House Husband? I agree. That show, goated. I was gonna call it a movie. go. That show really didn't need good animation. Delicious in Dungeon? Yeah. I mean, it was Studio Trigger, so they gotta go hard. I wish Way of the House Husband had a better animation budget. That's like one of my favorite gag mangas of all time. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're right. It doesn't need that good animation to be like good, funny, but I think it deserved better. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if that show had the same budget as, I don't know, like Free Rent. Would have been sick. Unnecessary, but sick. It would have had more people talking about it, I think. But whatever. It didn't. I guess it really didn't need it. Oh, okay. I don't know if I like this, I'll be honest. Flash. Okay, sure. It was a good show, though. I really enjoyed Way of the House Husband. I'm a round start Stun Dipper. Yeah, we gotta catch that. Uh-oh. Yeah. Gonna kill, I think. Oh, no. Okay. There we go. Should I burst? I don't think I should burst. Risky play on my part. Yeah, I think we need a move like Stun Dipper to at least try to catch the backdashing and the dandy stuff. Oh, I just looked at the time. It's 1 a.m. Not 1 a.m. 11 a.m. right now. I gotta go to work. Shit. I won't have time for another match, unfortunately. I'm thinking about playing a little bit later tonight, so maybe catch me then. And then we'll be playing tomorrow in the morning. I have a thing to do in the morning on stream, so it may or may not involve Unika. And a little bit later, either that day or the next day, I'll be opening up a bunch of Magic the Gathering packs, Final Fantasy collab style. And I might have a buddy over to help me with that. Someone who's like more knowledgeable in Magic the Gathering. So yeah, look forward to that. Let me go ahead and raid somebody. I gotta go. Having too much fun. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. just gonna find someone to raid. Real quick here. See if there's anyone we know. Alright. Let's see if there's any Guilty Gear players. Looks like there's a tournament going on. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Unika? A lot of Russian streams. Alright. Who do we raid? Decisions. Alright, I gotta send you guys off to somebody, so. Oh yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Why don't we go ahead and raid that tournament going on, I think. Final 8. Spain versus Ukraine. Italy versus UK. Austria versus Norway. Damn, you got like the World Cup going on here. Alright, let's do that. 2BCU. 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 Alright, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see a lot of the Unika stuff that I was showing on stream, I have a video. It's in the pinned messages. If you're on YouTube, it's the newest video out. And not Byleth. If you're not Byleth, who are you? Thank you so much for the follow. Are you Lucina? My favorite Fire Emblem character? Oh shit, it just might be Lucina if it's not Byleth. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm gonna send you all off to this this tournament, Dueling Nations Cup. And I'll be back tonight. I'm hoping to be back tonight. If not, definitely tomorrow morning. And I'll be playing more Unika. We'll see you then. 9 a.m. PSC probably. Alright, take care everybody. See ya.